All right, guys. So let's start it. So the session is all about the Microsoft Teams quick tip. So let me quickly share my screen with you. So then we can just move forward with the slide.
Ashan, we can't see the screen.
Just wait. All right. The first quick tip is about custom backgrounds, which has been released 2020 April. So people are moving, going crazy with this option. But for the moment, only the Microsoft loaded custom images are available. But in the meantime, later in this year, so they have mentioned that the user customized screens also, background also will be placed in the Microsoft Teams custom background option. So how can you enable this option? By, it's very simple. When you have a call, when you have a meeting, you just go to the, let me share my this screen again, the whole screen again. All right. I think you all can see my desktop now. So here, so whenever you are in the meeting, so you just select the more option icon and then just go to the, this actually says the show background effect. So if you can see my screen, hope everybody can see my screen, and this option will be available with, if you have the latest versions of Microsoft Teams has been already installed in your device. So for the moment, this option is only available with the desktop option. So I can't find in my iPhone. I couldn't check with the latest iPhone, but in the meantime, iPhone 7, it didn't work. There is no any option for that. Again, let's have to check on the latest iPhone or latest Android device, but most probably it should not be available for the moment. So because the feature is recently been released. Let me quickly move to the slide again. So do you have any questions regarding how to enable the custom background? And even if you wanted to blur, now if you have the disgusting places, at your home, like I actually tried that out, this feature with Chanukar. So if you wanted to just blur it out, the behind scenes at your place, so you can go with the blurred option, or else you can do the custom background option as well. So do you have any issues regarding how to enable this one, and do you have any difficulties to find out this option, or difficulties to enable this option in your devices? Can you see that option is available with your devices right now, if you have already been logged in with your desktop devices?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Thanks, Leah.
My question is, why are you taking course, Chanu?
Actually, I was when I was calling him, I was shocked. When I was seeing him, Chan, seriously, man, cut you here. All right. Let me go back to the session again. I'll move forward to the second slide of my section. Set up notification effectively. So now everybody is using Microsoft Teams, and in the meantime, this team session is the session the attendees who have already been onboarded to Microsoft Teams. So because I'm not going to explaining how to install and all these stuff. That part can be and will be covered in another session. Maybe probably the admin session probably supposed to do by Azure. So he will be covering all these admin task and and as well as the how to log in and all these tasks in the later session. So this session is all about the people who are onboarded already and people wants to have these features and how they can proactively and how they can interactively communicate and collaborate people with Microsoft Teams. So in the second option in my slide is how to enable notification effectively. So basically, if you have Microsoft Teams installed in your device, you sometimes you may have find some difficulties to find out there are some notifications can be found out in your device in your PC, but there are some devices will not be available in your mobile device. So why is that? So that is what we are going to looking at over here. So I'm just going to my menu option and my image. You just click your image option and then go to the settings, and then you will be able to find out notification. But here is the notification when you can see all the available options. So let's say I actually don't want to have notifications where some people have liked some messages, and in the meantime I don't want to see those options. So I just go ahead and select off. So if I select this off option, so then I don't find any like messages. I don't get any notification on this on liking any messages, any reactions. I don't find any notification in my desktop device. This is the important part you need to be remembered. So if you do any changes over here, it is only specified for the desktop device. So if you wanted to do it in your mobile devices, how you can do it actually, you just go to your mobile device, you open up your mobile devices. Unfortunately, I won't be able to showcase in this screen, but if you have your devices, you just select your device and then uh, let me show you in the slide. So settings, do not transfer sorry. So you have to go to the do not disturb. So I beg your pardon. So this one actually maybe there's a spelling mistake. So forget about the second option. Select do not transfer. That maybe that's my bad. So go see the third option in the mobile app. Go to the menu and select notification. So if you wanted to do any changes in your mobile devices, so that is a major difference between if you are using two devices. If you're using desktop device and your mobile devices. So I got my mobile. Give me a moment. So you go to the mobile option and then select your menu icon again and go to the notification. So there you go. So first of all, you need to see there is two options. So first option in my case by default it has been selected when I am not active on desktop. So which means if I'm not active on my desktop, the notification will be received to my mobile device. So I hope everybody's settings, if you are not defined personally, so the default settings is goes to the when I'm not active on my on device on desktop. So in that case, you are not going to see every messages because the option you have been selected. So in that case, if you wanted to have the options, the notification options to be able to see in two different devices in your desktop and in your mobile, you need to select always option. And in the meantime, you can switch on, you can toggle on, toggle off any any notification options as you like. So any questions regarding notification before I move into the next option?
For me, good.
Dilan. I hope everybody is good. So the third option is quickly change your status. So this is more interesting actually. So how you can do is that in here, I'm going back to my session again. All right, and here it has been already mentioned like I'm presenting. If you just wanted to quickly change your option, you can go ahead and select this option over here. So this is very easy way, and most probably I think everybody will know about this option. So, but in the meantime, there is option in this command. So you type / and your status like busy. Now you can see if you select busy, enter. Right. If you can see the status over here, it had been changed. It will take 1 to 2, 3 seconds, but it will change over here. So now your status has been already changed to the busy option as well. So this is very interesting because you don't use your mouse to do that. So you could use the command option. You go to the command option and type / control / and then you type the notification you wanted to showcase to the other people. So any questions regarding that?
I think there are more options than that.
Exactly.
/
I'm coming to
can
that.
say reset file. Okay.
All right.
I have a question. For the when you typing the command, so only we can put the from the when you click in the icon BCA do not disturb that's it. So we can add anything different for the
No, you have to use the predefined command.
predefined command.
Yeah, commands and variables. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm move on to my fourth option. Do not disturb efficiently. So this is actually now if you're working with so many projects and if you're working with so many workloads, so there are some situations you need to select this option. Unless otherwise you won't be able to get some rest. Even if you don't do that, and still people are following you up, you don't even find a time to eat your lunch or breakfast or dinner. So like Sajid mentioned, maybe that's why he didn't have his lunch today. So if you could go ahead and do this option, right, your coworkers will know about that you are not available for the moment. But in some other cases, like in our case, like let's say like Sajid had select this option. Let me showcase you in my case. So I'll go ahead and do that do not disturb. All right. So now you can see this red color icon. So in myself, I selected the do not disturb option. So people should not be disturb me right. But in the meantime, if you wanted your top management or maybe some specific people to see their messages, even if you are in the do not disturb option, there's option for you to do that. So how you can do that? You go to the account menu and then settings and then privacy. You go to the privacy. Manage priority. Let's say to Rera and Manjula Indradas. There you go. Now, even if you are in the do not disturb option, the notification will be appeared in your Teams applications if those people are going to communicate, trying to communicate with you. But in the meantime, the other people who are trying to contact with you, you are not going to see any notification in your device. But you need to be, remember, in the mobile app, do not disturb does not block notifications. For that, you need to enable quiet hours. So if you have your mobile devices, please check with your mobile devices. You go to the option and you go to your settings. And when you are in your settings, so go to the notifications option. So if you can just quickly go to the settings option and then select the notification option. There's a quiet hours. So if you can toggle on the daily quiet hours option. If you have any specific time frame that you can set this up, so you are not going to see any messages. So what you can do is you can select the settings, but in the meantime you need to make sure this is daily quiet hours option. So this is not for the one time. So if you wanted to have a use regularly, this is a good option for you to do that. If you are not doing regularly, if you just wanted to do it once, you just select it, and then later on, once your event has been finalized and finished, you can toggle this off later in your later time. Right. Any questions regarding do not disturb option? Shall I move on to the next one? All right. I'll move on to the next one. So discover keyboard commands in Teams. So this is again a very important feature, but in the meantime, you need to be very much available. I mean, you need to be very keen on this option, because this option is different one device to another. Meaning, Windows PCs and Windows PCs web browsers, you can find two different keyboard shortcuts. So how can find this option? You go to the account menu. You select the keyboard shortcuts, and there you go. You'll be able to find it out all the shortcuts in in my case this is desktop application. If you just wanted to see the desktop the shortcut in the web application, so there will be a different key combination you can see. And in the meanwhile, so you can, if you have the Mac devices, if you have the Mac PC, you select the options, and then you will be able to find it out the Mac option keys as well. So the device vendor to vendor and device platform to platform, these options and these keys are different one to another. So since we don't have any questions over here, I'll be moving to the next slide. There's such a nice command. Actually, there's an application. If I'm not mistaken, this is an application. We call it as a Who application to identify your coworker. Very interesting. Like, let me showcase you one. So I actually go to the command option again. Like Gan mentioned, there is a / there is a lots of commands and options will be available for you to use it. So I will use who and put a space and type Chanuka and hit enter. Now there you go. You found anyone who is in our organization named with Chanuka. And the best part is, if you wanted to have a chat, if you wanted to have email, if you wanted to make a call, right here, right now, you will be able to do it. it's very simple. If you now, if our organization has been shared our organization hierarchy, even if you can see the organization hierarchy over here as well. But unfortunately, our organization to use this the organization hierarchy and other options uh, in this Who application is turned off by the administrator. But if you wanted to have that feature, you can go ahead and have enable this feature since this application is made by Microsoft Corporation. So this is very important and this is very very convenient tool where if you have just onboarded Microsoft Teams in your organization, in our case, the lot of customers are who are getting onboarded to Microsoft Teams in these days during this situation, this Corona situation time. So in that case, people does not know about most people who are inside in their company. So then, if you have managed Office 365 organization hierarchy properly, you can find out who are the users and which users who had been assigned with whom and the management of the people who are those people, and all this information is very much available. You can get that feature with Who app. So to install the Who application, actually you need to install this one. So if you don't do it for the in your Teams application, what you can do is you just select the / and then type Who and keep a space, and then there is an option to install the Who application each and everyone individually. The Who application, this is a add-on sort of thing, will be installing to your individual application, and after you have been successfully installed it will asking you to provide the permission to allow it to run and find out all these commands inside this Who application. So unless otherwise, if you have select this option, meaning if you have enabled this option only, you can find these options, this information regarding your organization coworker. Any questions regarding this Who tool, Who application, or Who add-on? So you can actually just go ahead and find it, use that application in your application, in your Teams application. So you can have the your own demonstration, or maybe you can find it out the more options than what I describe over here. There are some other options as well, but for the time being, this is the most important feature where we can find it out to identify our co-workers status, co-workers designations, and the managers and all these things. Shall I move to the next slide quickly? So target people with the mentions. Actually, people are in our organization, in our chats. Actually, we will be using this one. So what is this at symbol meaning? Very convenient. If you wanted to highlight a message, or if you want more specifically send any message to someone in your chat. So now over here I have seen this at sign, and if you can go ahead with that, you can find it out the messages in here. So now what I'm going to do here is again I'm taking Chanuka, right, at, and then the name. So when you type this one, now Chanuka Francis, the full name will be appearing if you want to send a specific message to Chanuka. Now even if you see the message is getting longer just because of the name is quite long, you just remove the last name option. Still you can type your message. Type you this is the message I typed to Chanuka. Chanuka should be able to receive with the @ because now this feature is actually work best with the team, not with the individual messages. So since I just wanted to showcase you how it will be appearing over here. So that's why I just use the chat option. So now when you go and see the chat option, Chanuka will be notified in the chat and the activity option as well. Because even in the you see the @ So if you can see now here in my screen, Chanuka mentioned me. So within a team, if you have specify any person, still the members of the team will be able to see the message, but the @ will be able to receive for the specified member. So in my case, Chanuka will be have the @ in the chat option and as well as the activity. If you select the activity option, the person who had been received the message, you select the Chanuka this message, and then you can find out what exactly have been mentioned your coworker. This is actually a best way if you wanted to have if you wanted to send any messages with specified people in your chat. So I'm quickly move on to the edit or delete message option. So this is also very needed option, but in the meantime you need to make sure and you need to remember only you can edit or delete the messages by turn off the camera, right? So only you can change or edit or delete messages sent by you, not any messages who had been sent inside in your team, so inside in your individual chat. So let me show you how we can do that. All right, over here. In my case, I actually go to the menu option in the message, the more option actually. So go to the edit. I would just remove the S and I'm gonna make it again available. Now you can see, even if you edited the message, you will be able to see, everyone will be able to see this message has been edited. So like the same way, if you wanted to delete the message, you can go ahead and delete them. And later on, if you change your mind, if you want to undo the option, so you go here and you go to the edit option. So undo option should be appear over here, but in my case, I can't see it here. So surely the undo option will should be appear over here. So then you can do the undo even if you wanted to undo the option, undo the change. So over here you can see it's actually available. Maybe it's available for the deleted messages, not for the edited messages. So I can see over here there is a message I had been deleted. So the undo option is available. So if I hit undo, yeah, there you go. Your message will be appearing over here. So let me check once again the edited. Once you edited, there is any option no. So undo option will only be available if you deleted the message. Any questions? regarding last two slides? All right. I'll move on to the bookmark messages. So if you found out any messages which are very much important to you, so what you can do is actually you go here and let me see. Okay, this message is very much important for me, let's say. So the more option again, I go to the message and I go to the more option and save this message option. So once you save the message option, it shows you in your menu option, it has been saved. So whenever you wanted to see the message, you select the menu option again and select the saved option. Now once you see, so all the saved option you can see over here. Once you select the message will be showing you over there. So in this case, actually I've actually saved this message. So you can see over here, when I select Sachit's message, you can see the different color. So this one actually I have been saved as a bookmark. So in your organization or in your chat, in your meeting, if there is any messages which are really, really important for you, you can definitely use this option. Nevertheless, one more component and one more feature I just wanted to showcase you before I hanging up this session. So let me quickly go back to the daily review option, and we need to wait 2 more minutes. It is scheduled. The feature has been scheduled. So let's discuss any Q&A regarding to this session. So there are much more features very much available in Microsoft Teams. This is the only feature that I could find out for today's session, because the session should be limited for 30 minutes, and there are another much more features and very convenient options are very much available, which I will be showcasing you in another sessions as well. 1 more minute to go to describe one more feature which had been already scheduled. So any questions? We have 1 more minute. Or anything we can improve, any questions regarding other users? Because if you have any doubts or any questions regarding there are some features where I can't find it, or maybe there are some concerns people who had been raised to you, so anyone can raise anything, so then I can probably later on be able to find it out and give you answer.
The Who app is available for only for the desktop version, or it's available in the web application as well?
I did only check with the desktop application.
Okay.
Need to be checked with the web application. Now once you enabled it,
Okay.
let me check with.
No, I checked from the web, it's not found. That's why.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
most probably most of the application will only work with the desktop. Yeah. All right. There you go. Thank you for raising the question, Daniel. So Polly is the another tool, another add-on where you can schedule your pool. So by default, natively, Microsoft will be provide you the Microsoft form to have this feature within the Microsoft application. But in the meantime, if you wanted to have a scheduled, like now I thought of like having my session getting completed at 6:30. So I wanted to share this predefined, pre-configured pool. So what you can do is you can schedule this one. This is one feature you have find it with Poly, there are much more features are very much available with poly as well. So if you can, if anyone can select the vote, so you can find it out more information in the same screen. Can anyone select the? Can everyone vote the pool? Before that, have you received this message? What I can see in my screen. Have you received the poly message? All right, there you go. All right, I'm getting the real-time update. So perfect. Now, if you can see the screens over here, so this is now there is some problem, right? Because we are getting the name, the people who had been voting to this session. So this is there are some options where you can change anonymously. You can take the
අශාන් වැරදිලා පාටනයක් වුණා කැන්සල් කරමු.
no problem, no problem. Totally fine. No problem. So there are some more options now. You can see your names over here, but in the meantime, if you wanted to have a polling option with anonymous, so how you can do it? This is also add-on. What you can do is just go to the command option and then type the poly, and then install it in your application, and then you need to allow the permissions to be able to access your the profile information and all. But in the meantime, this is third-party application. You need to have your own. You need to check that out whether the security everything is security concerns and regulations and everything is in place before you use this tool. But I think most of the users who had been already using this poly, so I'm going to, once you install it, you can find it out this parrot icon over here inside in your chat room. So I've select the wherever the chat room which you need to be create the pool. You select this option, and then by default the pool is the defined as send it right now. If you just toggle it off, the scheduling option will be appear. So what you can do is you have select the time period exactly that you wanted to be sharing with the user, and you select the question. But unfortunately, as far as I can find out I can find out for the moment, only one question can be asked. Let's say the easy question, how was this session? So you can find out the more options. So scaling options, and even you can find it out the open-ended question. So that is very a good feature. So I would say so if you wanted to add more choices, yes, you will be able to do that. Even if you wanted to have multiple votes, it is not related to this question and answer. But if you wanted to have that sort of questions, yeah, you can do it. And audience can add choices. This is also a very good feature. Even if you wanted to have audience to be able to select and create new choices, you can have that feature. And most importantly, comments on post. So you can have the users comment. You can toggle this off or on. By default, it is on. And show results in real time option is by default on. You can choose the first option, results available after poll close. So this option also you will be able to find out. So the most important settings is none anonymous. So for the moment, by default, you can see the non-anonymous option. If you go ahead with the anonymous option, so you go to the preview option once you have completed the poll with poly. So this is how it looks like. So users will be able to send their vote, and in the meantime, they will be able to add their comments as well. And this one is anonymous. Now, previous one, I saw actually there are some people who had been selecting options, selecting scaling options 1 to 5. So who had been the who are the people had been selected these options, but in this case you won't be able to see any users by their name because we have been sharing with anonymous option. All right, guys. So this is the last features that I wanted to showcase you within the today's session. Thank you very much for being participated for this session, and later on we'll be covering much more features in Microsoft Teams.